What is up, guys? It is HumbleZeus here, bringing you some more Titanfall, and today is Gaming Sunday. If you don't know it, or well, Sunday Gaming. I always get them confused. Sunday Gaming, Gaming Sunday, piss off. But Sunday Gaming, if you don't know what it is where I play a random game that I own for your enjoyment. So whatever I have, or I think that's interesting, I play. And ordinarily I wouldn't be playing Titanfall today, but I did the same thing for Mother's Day. I played Titanfall, and I thought it'd kind of like a matching thing if I played the same game for Father's Day. That's what we're gonna do. I also have a happy Father's Day. If you haven't done anything with your father yet, you maybe, I don't know, plan something. I don't know, whatever you do with your father on Father's Day, or not. I don't know. Have fun. Just have fun. That's all I ask. Today we're gonna talk about Titanfall 2. It was announced, ironically, that, I mean, to me it was kind of weird that they announced Titanfall 2 already. I mean, the game, while like it lost a lot of hype, it's not old. It's not an old game. It's not like it's been out for like 3 years and we're finally getting this long-awaited sequel. The game was out for what, a couple of months, and now we're already like, okay, we need another one. And I'm like, wait a minute, your first one didn't do super awesome. Maybe you should give it more time, work on it a little bit more, polish some things up, you know, make more weapons but balance them. Like, you know, that would be stuff I'd be willing to wait for. But here they are, already charging in saying, we're gonna make Titanfall 2. And I'm just like, well, okay, do what you want, I guess. So first off, from what I understand, Titanfall 2 will not be console exclusive. Smart pistols are OP. And it'll give more people a chance to play the game, which I think is really good. I know a lot of PS3 fans were a bit surprised and kind of upset. That's a game that a lot of people have been looking forward to upon hearing the titles like next gen games. They saw this game and a lot of them were like, I really want to play this, and then they found out it was for Xbox One only, then they find out it's for PC, and then find out it's for 360. And it is kind of a huge blow to see a game that some people are excited for and it kind of like skipped out on your console. And I mean, I remember a lot of PS3 players were like, kind of like, they got their vengeance when they saw that the game kind of died out, and they're like, ha, you're all toting that. This is really annoying. And they're all toting this, like, oh, your game is not near as good as you thought it was going to be, da 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 da. And I mean, it was kind of a dick move to do, but I mean, I kind of laughed when I saw that. But it is kind of unfortunate. So I'm hoping that the sequel improves, and this kind of will be kind of like a thing of what I think Titanfall did wrong, and kind of what I want to see from the next installment. Now, in its design, I think Titanfall was a good game. I think Titanfall had a lot of potential. I don't know where I'm aiming, but I feel like it had a lot that it did right, and then honestly there are things it did wrong. And one thing for me, the one thing that stuck out mostly to me that Titanfall did wrong was that it made no efforts to try to improve itself. It didn't do anything that tried to set out from the older standard model. It's like, here's our game, a couple of patches, and that's all we have. We didn't get anything really substantial. We got private match, way after we should have it, considering it's an online-only game. You think private match would have been one of the few things they did. We haven't even gotten, I don't think, the first DLC for this game yet. And we're already hearing talk of another one. And so, I mean, for the people who bought the season pass, that is kind of a really major thing, that we haven't even gotten the DLC and you want to announce the second game in the series. Well, why don't you focus on the game that's currently still, even if kind of unsung, is still there. Why am I keep killing myself? This is annoying. And again, they made no efforts to try to like improve their game. They've made no efforts to like say, okay, you know, we really want to improve, really want to bring you something interesting, something new, exciting, no weapons, no titans, no anything. And then they're just like, well, I think we should move on now. I think we've done as much as we can with this game and move on. And I don't like how that's their kind of mentality. That's not what it should be. There's still a lot that we can do, and we should be waiting a couple, I'd say even give it like a year and a half or so. Add some new things. Release the DLC that you promised your season pass holders. Like, don't just try to skimp out on this. Like, I may be happy that they're bringing it to more consoles. Like, they're opening it to more people. But I can't say I support the game if their first game they didn't even bother to put much effort into. And I don't mean designing the game. Designing the game is a completely different thing from actually making any real genuine effort on your part as a developer to do something with the game, like add things. You knew the game was a bit kind of stale. People were complaining the game got old really fast, people stopped playing it very quickly. And you knew about these complaints. You heard about them. You had the community basically tell you that the best way to do it is to add some new stuff. But your thing was, and your response was, we want to keep the game balanced, so we're not going to do anything with it. Okay, kudos to you for wanting to keep your game as balanced as possible. I understand that can be a hard thing for some people. And it is a bit, like, unfortunate that that was kind of the case. I thought this dude better die. But you're not helping yourself by not making any actual improvements to your game. By refusing to do anything, you're basically saying you don't care about how this turns out. And you aren't going to get people to buy your game if you don't make any effort to at least add some things. I don't want to spend $60 in buying a PS4 game and then find out that you're going to announce Titanfall 3 and you haven't released the first bit of DLC and I just bought the Season Pass. Like, now I don't want to buy the Season Pass because I don't think I'm going to get what I paid for with the Season Pass. We saw their DLC. Their DLC was a chance for them to add some things, and instead of adding anything, what they did was give us some new maps, and I'm perfectly content with new maps. I honestly expected some new maps, but I expected some things to actually add to gameplay, so that's what I kind of want from them. I want them to show dedication to their game, add some things when they see there are things that they need to do, and make sure they respond to the community. Don't just take the money and then run. That's not what I want to see, and I won't buy a game from them, especially on a new console when games are $60 now. I'm not going to spend money on a game or support developers who are not going to do what they need to do. So now, I need to see a lot of improvement from them for that. So I don't know if I'm going to buy the game when it comes out. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of handling their kind of style of how they intend to do things. But I know that I need to see something, some kind of guarantee that what I'm getting from this game, I didn't mean to do this, what I'm getting from my game will be something that I want, an experience that I want to play. If I'm not getting that, then there is no point in me buying this game. And as much as I want to support them, I'm a big fan of like supporting developers, giving them a chance, etc. But they need to show that they're willing to do the work to deserve that chance. And so far what I've seen hasn't shown me that. They haven't shown any innovation outside of some run and gun style, a parkour mechanic. I mean, that's all cool. I mean, I'm all for that. That's really interesting. But they need to keep adding to that. They can't just say, I'm done here. I take the same approach to YouTube. Don't ever just say you're done because you have 100 subscribers. Don't ever say, oh, I've improved the most I can because you got 50 subscribers. Never do that. Always try to improve. And the game needs to show that it's going to make that effort to constantly try to improve itself, to become better than its predecessor, which it needs to be if they want to continue to be a studio, because you can only have so many bad games and haven't even had a hit yet. I don't say Titanfall was bad. Titanfall was a good game, but it lacked what it needed to be a memorable, great game. Lots of people now have it. They don't do anything with the game. It's more like a coaster for them. And I don't want to see the game be a coaster. I don't want to see it forever remain a coaster. I want to see it go somewhere and become an accomplished title. And I hope that they manage to pull that off next time around. If not, I mean, it's up to them, but I do want to see the game succeed because it is a good game. It is an interesting game. It has interesting mechanics, it has interesting gameplay. All it needs to do is work a little bit harder and, I don't know, make some actual effort and changes. That's all I'm asking. And hopefully Titanfall 2 will be a good game. If not, then I tell you, it had a good run, it had a good idea, and maybe it'll actually encourage more shooter developers to try some interesting and new ideas, new mechanics. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know it was me more or less complaining, but I think it was something that needed to be addressed, something to be talked about. Kind of go into this list where we need to say what we want, and that's kind of what I like to do, is say what we need and what we want. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment on what you want to see from Titanfall 2, and things that they can improve. Follow me on Twitter, you know, always do that. It's always nice. You always keep up with my stuff, keep up with my videos, my nonsense, my randomness. Always cool. Subscribe for more videos, and, you know, have an awesome day. Go spend some time with your fathers, reminisce old stories, bug your mom. Thank him for being there for you, and have an awesome day. I'll see you guys later. Zeus out.